What is up, guys? And Mikey31 here, on to week 5 of this countdown to Madden 20 Fantasy Draft CFM. Jets at 4-0 versus the Broncos at 1-3. We got Alex Mack back from injury. Max Unger did a pretty good job filling in. As far as we get some other guys banged up as well. Sean Jackson's out for 2 more weeks. And Demar Johnson's out for 1 more week as well. So still got some spots that have some holes in it. And week 1 through 4, we played the moments on defense and played offense. I'm going to do the opposite now for a couple of games. Play defense and play the moments on offense. Let's take a look at the Denver Broncos and see what they got going on. See if they have any injuries of their own. And they are absolutely healthy. Now let's take a look at their roster, see what they got going on team-wise. You got the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, the New Age Alex Smith, the baseline poster boy for middle-of-the-road quarterback play. His accuracies aren't disgusting, believe it or not. Throwing power at 92. But you know, he's Andy Dalton. Doesn't really excite you. Doesn't kill you, doesn't wow you. Got some pretty decent names at back. Jordan Howard is a decent player. You got Jamal Charles here hanging on a dear life. Kenneth Dixon here is there as well, that doesn't really bring much to the table. He's much the same type of player, but slower, as Jordan Howard is. You know, Jordan Howard trucking, stiff arm, break tackle, juke move. Not much of a pass receiver. He's just your, move the chains back with just enough giddy up to make you nervous if he breaks in the open field. Fullback aren't people. Good receivers here from Mr. Dalton. If you're going to have Andy Dalton as your quarterback, might as well give him some weapons. They got T.Y. Hilton and Keenan Allen. Terrence Williams had a bad slot receiver. Brandon Coleman, Kevin White, what a bust he was. For some additional depth, Julius Thomas, who's a shell of himself. Kicking around still. Line is average so far. Pretty poor at center. Okay at right guard. And okay at right tackle. Just pretty much a average, average, just barely slightly above average. You want to be generous on the right hand side of the line. But it is what it is. Not too many teams are going to have loaded offensive lines. And on defense, here we go with the CPU. An odd front defense, drafting ends and defensive tackles and linebackers with no regard to what front they're playing, odd or even. So you got Michael Bennett here, who I suppose with his strength could, play in an odd front if you really want him to. But his bread and butter is as a even front edge defensive end. Getting up there in age now, but still has strength, still has a good power move and good block shedding. Melvin Ingram, he's your prototypical even front edge rusher. So what's going to happen, depending on who their backers are, these two dudes are going to be kicked out or kicked in. One of them would be kicked in at defensive tackle, which is just dumb. As you have Ndamukong Suh here playing the nose, with Linval Joseph behind him. Again, if you were playing a 4-3, it makes sense to draft both of these guys as well as Melvin Ingram or Michael Bennett. But if you're playing odd fronts, why are you going to do that? Malcolm Smith, again, in odd front sub packages. He's wasted because he can't rush the passer and he can't cover. So what's he doing on your team? Danny Trevathan, that's a bit better as far as fit is concerned, as far as our coverage backer is concerned. Not much range, but, play rec and awareness, and he can, make tackles in the open field securely. Jake Ryan as well. And since I'm a run and shoot team, how often are both those guys going to be on the field together? Hopefully they're smart enough to have their sub packages, done right on the depth chart. Again, Demario Davis, makes no sense to have this guy on an odd front team. Does not have the skill set for it. Corners, not bad. Denzel Ward and Jimmy Smith. Physical guys, can cover. Vonta Davis in the slot. And B.W. Webb, he's, average player. Gonna probably looking to pick on him quite a bit. Clinton Dix and Jonathan Cyprian, so not a bad secondary at all. Anthony Levin, if it was me, he'd be starting, and Cyprian will be my sub-package backer. Let's see how the CPU has that set up. Third down back is Jamal Charles. Power back Jordan Howard, no surprise there. Melvin Ingram at one rush end. Michael Bennett. Okay, so they're smart for once, as opposed to the Jags, who, it just irritates me. And Sue and Joseph. Okay, so not bad. And Javathan and Demario Davis, the top two in their dollar, nickel, dime type stuff. Okay, Anthony Levin is going to play the slot. That makes more sense. So better use of the sub packages than the Jags had, but still, it just annoys me how the CPU just does not draft according to what the team's playbook and scheme is. They just treat ends as ends and linebackers as linebackers. And the same thing with defensive tackles. It needs a complete modernization. But alas, what can you do? Pretty good team to be 1-3, unless Andy Dalton has just sucked. See what their games have been like. They lost 14-17, 31-20, 27-21. Except for week 2, all their games have been right down to the last possession. Dalton's not been horrible. He just hasn't been great. Which he's Andy Dalton. This is what you'd expect from him. 60% completion percentage, a QB rating in the mid 80s. He won't turn the ball over a ton, but won't wow you either. He hasn't been running the ball very well. And, T.Y. Hilton's been playing well. Keenan Allen hasn't been doing much. So, it's basically all on the red rifle. Ndamukong Suh has 6 sacks. My God.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach.
All right, here we go.
On EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league and halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Now let's go.
The season already in the rear view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Williams to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed.
All right, let go.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles.
Wow.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, sir.
He did get a couple up to the 49. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw.
And the Red Rifle bails out of there and goes down.
And that's going to make it 4th down. New York set to take the field.
All right, let's see how play the moments executes the run and shoot. Do they butcher it or do they do a competent job? That is the question that we're going to find out. Let's go. We're in goal line. I get it. They're backed up. Let's go, Jordy. So far, so good. Russell gets sacked by Mario Davis. Well, so much for that. We'll bring him out to the line of scrimmage. And that is why.
He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL.
Play palms.
That time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. Play fake. Here's Dalton.
Yeah, nothing changes. Oh, good route. Okay.
Keep the feet in. Yes, he got him. Effort.
And part of the reason he got that...
Play cover 9 here. Just flip the cover 6.
Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Get him off the field.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45.
All right, come on, boys. Oh, they're trying to put the run and shoot early. Okay. Oh, Chris Conley hurt. All right, we're starting to pitter-patter.
Expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
And they'll go with a ground attack here.
Wow.
They get 9 out of that one.
That we can't let happen.
Continues.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line.
That's why I play primarily too high and get the safeties involved in the run fit from too high, because you can imbalance you can unbalance yourself when you show single high, even though you technically have 8 in the box.
And now another 1st and 10.
You just run away from the 8th guy. Then you have this advantage of the weak side. Oh, it's a heck of a throw.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, Tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play.
Laid out, didn't get it.
Dalton, 1st and 10.
Nothing. Again, weak side quarters rules. I can bracket that #1 receiver and rob and
That's sack number 6 for him on the year.
cut off that slant route.
He's been
All right, come on.
Dalton here from the gun.
No.
Heavy traffic and it's intercepted.
Bad read, Mr. Rifle.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's
Force that sucker. Nigel Bradham covered a lot of ground on that play, too.
They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not
Very nice.
Not at all. And let's
All right, come on, offense. Wake up. Give me some points. D's doing their thing. Chris Conley's back in the game. Let's go. You'll skip it. All right, kick the field goal. They had a good secondary, so I can't be too mad at that.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Tucker's
Kick is up. It's good.
And the Jets hit the board for
in your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass. And
Let's go.
his team back moving forward.
and he will lose you. They'll run it now out of the gun.
There we go. For the 3rd and long. Keep it up.
Give him 3 yards.
Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outside.
Let's go. Keep it up.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton.
Oh, they ran a screen. And they get nothing. Nothing. Need the O to get a touchdown. No more settling for 3 points. But Russ is under duress, but Jordy steps up. Hopefully that's not too long term. Okay. There we go. Making things happen. We'll trust him here for now. Okay, knocking on the door. Let's go.
From the gun, Dalton.
Wow. Dalton's struggling.
Frustrating first half here. Offenses, they take over.
I'll take this one over toward the end of the half. 2-minute drill situation.
Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people are going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. Let's see how they defend him going forward. A dump down to McKinnon.
Don't be greedy.
And that'll make it 2nd. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And he could
Ah, come on, Conley. Hang on, baby.
incomplete. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking.
Ah, come on, where is a seam flat? Jeez.
First catch here before.
They're so bad at #2 vertical. They're so bad at it.
This will be Dalton again.
Ah, come on, middle linebacker. You let him cross your face. Why?
Terrence Williams, his second touchdown on the season.
Oh my God, you're sitting there in your mid-read and you don't match when he crosses you. That is awful.
Since they needed something. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking deep for Gabriel.
I hate that. Reach over.
Instead, second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance.
Ugh, can't stand that animation. Well, they're bringing the heat here, it looks like.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
That's where the return stops.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
That ain't good.
For his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy.
All right, let's try to limit the damage.
1 touchdown, 1 intercept. Operating from the gun, Dalton. Throwing the out route.
Yeah, good route. That's a good route.
From the gun, Dalton. This is caught.
All right, what will we do here?
Second and goal. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that will not.
All right, let's go, O. Not a good start. That's better. Ugh, cripe.
Job yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
All right, we're struggling a bit on O.
Set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half? Which is
Good route.
and score some points.
And break this tie. And he'll be taking.
That's a Shanahan special. Play action with the over route coming underneath the post.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any.
Play action here with Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Let's go, Casey.
Casey.
Who's his penalty on?
Holding. Defense.
Wait a second. They did not
penalty is
accept
declined.
that after the incompletion.
Stick to your scheme. Trust your players. Good things will happen. Stay disciplined. Now, come on, score. There we go. Move the damn ball. All right, we're putting the run and shoot this drive. Ah. 3rd and 7. Let's go, Jordy Nelson. We'll trust him here. Punch it in, baby. Let's go.
And on the ground they go with the running back.
What's this? Another holding penalty?
But that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Holding.
Yes, indeed.
Offense.
Well, Stafford had a big day.
That's on line. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going underneath for Charles.
Get off the field.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. He gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively.
All right, O's not doing a bad job, considering I'm not piloting it. Jarrett McKinnon's doing a good job. He's running hard. Oh, that's terrible. Come on. No, no, no.
1st and 10 for Dalton. That's
Whoa. Wow.
He is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Must have had a really bad alignment.
Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point.
That was a costly turnover, to say the least.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now...
Just when I was giving the CPU credit. Oh, boy. Looks like we're bogging down. There we go. That's big. That's a big 3rd down conversion. Let's go. Convert, convert, convert. Jordy again. Mr. 3rd down. There we go. Hey, Chris Conley's playing well. Got a feeling Russell's completion percentage is not going to be that great. I'm going to play this one. This is a big moment in this game.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
That wasn't good. 20 for 40. Ain't going to get it done.
Goal unit is...
I was hoping for a man blitz there, but didn't get it.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with that, they take the lead here. 20.
...the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Yeah, not going to get it.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
All right, I'm going to play offense here. 5 minutes.
And last time they got 3 points.
I want to take time off this clock
When you go to the sideline after chip shot,
and also score.
it's not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. Having to work hard this game.
When Brandon Pace comes into play, Bagley used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast.
Let's go.
You really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage.
Not going to have to Andrew Vathan go out there for him.
Stay in bounds, young man.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going for the deep ball.
Let's go, Jordy Nelson. That was sweet.
Jordy Nelson, his 6th touchdown.
Good old slot fade.
Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but
Didn't get cheated. Not a damn thing he can do about it.
But He's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job.
Booyah, touchdown.
Jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
But the Jets.
Let's go, Vaughn.
Down he goes. Von Miller.
Do your thing.
And that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Not good. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Dalton.
Ooh, good route.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Can't be mad at that at all.
So much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run forward with Howard.
Keenan Allen out again. He gets banged up quite a bit.
Dalton here from the gun.
Vaughn again.
And down he goes again. Von Miller in there.
Vaughn should be kicking that dude's ass. I mean, Nate Solder's a solid guy, but he ain't an all-pro.
My schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And this
Let's
is-
go. Let's go. Let's go.
They have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Not a ton. Whatever.
I'm curious to see how they handle the situation. Let's see if they do it with a brain. How did Mercedes Lewis get into the game? Alright, so far so good. That's not good. Not ideal, but hey, at least I didn't turn the ball over.
Big spot. Andy Dalton. And this is
Wow, Amos. My God, he jumped out of his shoes.
shop at the 32-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Obviously, this
Yeah, well, Andy Dalton fell apart this game.
2 scores. So that forced you to make some.
Put the game in Andy Dalton's hands and watch him fail you.
It's going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Jets offensive unit. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
All right, keep the undefeated train going.
And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They
Had a bust off a weird alignment off man coverage. I don't understand how it happened, but other than that, played really good on D. CPU didn't just completely shoot the offense in the foot. And we got a W against a tough defense.
No matter where they're predicted to finish.
They got it done, and they
Von Miller dominated that game.
victory.
Forced 4 turnovers.
They improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home.
Not the prettiest passing line for Russell. 55% is not what you would like. He had a couple of INTs.
Davis, thanks to our entire crew as
But again, they had a good secondary. So, what can you do? Tough defense all the way around. Chris Conley's done a pretty good job with his time. Jordy's been great. I mean, I'm so glad I ended up picking him. Von Miller had 3.5 sacks and 5 tackles for a loss. Taven Bryan had 2 tackles for a loss and half a sack. Casey had 2 INTs. Chris Harris had 1. Amos had 1. 437 yards of total offense. And we were 11 for 59 on third downs. Not bad. They were 3 of 12. That's really good as far as on defense. You combine that with the takeaways, that adds up to a W. All right, so you're 5-0 New York Jets. We got the Colts. What's the Colts record? Colts are 2-2. Game behind the Titans in the AFC South. And we will scout them next week. The beat goes on. We're about, what, 20 days away from EA Early Access, so got plenty of time to knock out the regular season and playoffs by then, which I fully intend on doing, and then packing this bad boy up. Thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you all later. Peace.